Play us a tune, Jukai, and they give it up. Let's go. That must be one hell of a song. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. Now, this is Invasion of Enchantments with the Invasion of Gobakhan. I think I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, feel free to roast me in the comments. But so I know that I'm not exactly breaking the mold on a brand new deck with this. Obviously, Selesnya Enchantments has been around forever, but there are two things I want to just kind of address with Selesnya Enchantments. I do not like Hollowed Haunting that much typically. I think it's a little bit too slow for a mono red meta, and I also don't like the Kami of Transience. I am not that big of a fan of that card because it's simply, we have Audacity to give everything trample, so the trample factor is not really that important, and with all the removal is exiling. So you got the Wandering Emperor, you've got Sunfall, you got all that kind of stuff. So Kami of Transience and Farewell, and then so Kami of Transience is actually like not that great. The recurrence thing back to your hand, I think it's a little bit overrated rather. And the Audacity is just there, so like you can just give something trample anyway. So I'm not running the Kami of Transience, not a fan, sorry. So here we go. We got Katilda, Dawnhart of Martyr, and the Calix. These are our curve toppers. These obviously we are only running 3 drops here, no 4 drops or onwards. The Calix is so good. I've never been a huge fan of Skrelv, but the Skrelv is actually really good in this deck because if you don't have an enchanted creature like Calix, Calix says whenever Calix himself swings in, you can just use the Skrelv to block out everything so Calix can swing in even if you don't have like an Audacity, and then you can copy like an Ossification or something like that. We do have the, so let's get into the Invasion of Gobakhan. So obviously we do not, like this deck is not fast enough to just take out like decks like by turn 4 like mono red can. So this card kind of blocks it out. So if they got like a Sunfall or Farewell or something like that, this card just says no. And then basically you're just using this card to get rid of, obviously not always a Sunfall or a board wipe of some sort, but that is typically what it's used for. And then you can use it as an enchantment, and then you can give everything hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. I really like this card because, again, just getting rid of board wipes and stuff like that, which this deck does struggle against mightily, but being able to give everything hexproof and indestructible can help a lot in combat and other board wipes and stuff like that. But this is the deck here. We don't have to go over all the like the Generous Visitor, Weaver of Harmony, Jukai Naturalist. We all know what these cards do. I think this is a fun little brew of, and like I said, Kami of Transience, overrated. Go and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. Helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Stompy deck. Let's see if we're playing some mono green nonsense here. This is an easy mulligan. We're gonna need some green in that hand. There we go. So on my mulligans, I think we can probably get rid of Skrelv. I don't know what we're playing against here, obviously. You gotta love the, I've been saying Surginger. I think it's like Sire Ginger. I feel really dumb, but either way. All right, let's go ahead and keep this. I'm going to, yeah, Jukai Net. Let's get rid of the Skrelv. Kind of sucks getting rid of Skrelv. Skrelv is a pretty cornerstone piece of the deck, but I can't really bring myself to get rid of anything else. Mana faces Kakazan. I think the most important thing that we can have, the Invasion. I like this card. I definitely like the Invasion quite a bit. Let's go for the Jukai Naturalist. All right, come on, dude. Let's see what you got. Hopefully the Jukai lives, but we do have 2 Jukais, so obviously it's never great. Bloodthirsty Adversary. Yeah, this is fine. This was within reason. See, if we had the Skrelv, if we had the Skrelv, we could drop the Invasion, and then we can get our Light Shield Array, like, right away. But, unfortunately, we cannot do that. So, I think our play is to go, the 2 green is really awkward, so I think we're just going to have to go for the Calix Guided by Fate. And, you know what? I think I'm tempted to swing in. I'm tempted to swing in, because I really want to keep this safe. I don't really want to block with it. I'm gonna swing in, actually. You know, they probably have like a Monstrous Rage or something like that. Because we have this Ossification, I think we're gonna gamble a little bit here. Felden. I would not make this play if we were on the draw. Witchstalker Frenzy. Okay, that is definitely unfortunate. I think we're just gonna have to take this. We've already kind of made our bed. We gotta sleep in it now. So I think it's okay. If we go for Jukai Naturalist, we can, so I think this is fine. Let's go for Invasion of Gobakhan. If we're gonna use this, we gotta use this. I know it's kind of nasty not going in for Ossification, but okay, so Invasion just hits us for 4. It's definitely not great. But I think we are going to take away the Invasion or the Squee. Let's take away the Invasion. 4 damage right to the face is pretty gross. Plus Squee, they have to work for it with Squee. So if we go for Jukai Naturalist, I'm going to put it on Calix, swing in, and then we're going to go ahead and get our Light Shield Array. Alright, I think that's pretty okay. It's not, you know, it's okay. So Jukai Naturalist, we can go ahead and give it Indestructible as well. That's a nice little 1-2 punch. I think that is pretty good. Like I said, you kind of need Skrelv to really get it on turn 3 with the Invasion of Gobakhan, but... Alright, so if they do have, like, a Monstrous Rage or something... Okay, so we know that there is no Monstrous Rage. That is pretty nice. And I think I could use the Light Shield Array. I think I am tempted to just kind of use it. Obviously, the lifelink is pretty much our win condition. Let's see, Stompy deck. This is not a Stompy deck. This is a fiery mono red deck win. Yeah, I'm not liking this. You kind of lied to me, Stompy deck. I'm not gonna trade with you. I think we're just gonna go ahead and hit the etching. Well, I mean, I guess the Squee. I guess we hit the Squee. They can't really bring back the Squee, so I'm gonna do this. Yep. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Down to 6 we go. We still have an Ossification. I would definitely like some help here. By help, I mean not a land, and that is not a land. That is a pretty good draw. Let's go and drop our little puppy dog here. Ba-bang. And of course, we're just putting all of our +1s on the Jukai Naturalist. Play us a tune, Jukai, and they give it up. Let's go. That must be one hell of a song. Stark Risty, how you doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Pretty good hand here. So the Brushland is a must. We definitely like the 1-2 curve here. All right, we definitely... Oh, ooh, whoa. This is not mono red. This is... Hello. Well, let's go ahead and give him a hello. The friendly Tameo, hello. We do have the completed Tameo, but we only save that for special occasions. Oh, excuse me. Good lord. All right, Generous Visitor. So this is going to be what, like Artifact? Rakdos Artifact. Kind of a nice change of pace to play against something that's not just mono red, but like I said, mono red's good. I understand. I'm not a hater. Like, I get why people play it. So on next list, this is going to be Rakdos.deck, which is fine. Generous Visitor. Next list. They don't have anything to play with the Next list though, so I mean, like, it's not that big of a deal. I guess I'm gonna go for... I guess we'll just drop the Jukai. I don't really like putting my Jukai in harm's way, so we definitely like to have this kind of be like the focal piece of our deck, but I think it's okay. I think the upside of having it next turn of what we can possibly do is gonna be worth it. So Haunted Ridge comes out to play. If they want to drop the Next list, that's obviously... Well, I don't think that's a really good idea. I mean, it's not really the whole... Yeah.
Oh, I have a job for you.
Oh, that was like 2 voice lines at the same time. What the heck was that, Nixless? Okay. Well, that's, again, well, I guess we could drop Katilda, but we gotta get this thing up to 3 damage. Yeah, let's just drop the Generous Visitor. Because whenever they block... Yeah, let's just do this. Oh, not Katilda. That was a misclick. Oh, my god, I can't click my things today. Let's go for Spirited Companion, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put it on the Let's do this, just so that when we inevitably block, they can't hit us for 1 damage, and then we kind of cry. But, you know, do we even want to kill the Nixless? I think we kind of do. Yeah, let's just do it. If they kill the Generous Visitor with this Devil, it is what it is. It is close, though. It is kind of close. Like, we kind of like are... I mean, Selesnya Enchantments plays a little bit differently. Like, it's not totally aggressive. I do think it's worthwhile to potentially swing it into the face, but this feels a little wasteful of combat. Like, to swing 2 in for the Obnixilis, lose a Generous Visitor. It does feel a little wasteful.
This isn't over.
Losing another Generous Visitor, I mean, we're gonna lose something either way, though. If we didn't play another Generous Visitor, we still would have lost something, so... We weren't coming out of that unscathed, regardless. Godric. Okay. They swinging in? Why? Oh, why are you swinging in? You are not in a position, Star Christie, to be swinging in here. No, even though we are getting absolutely flooded, it does not particularly matter. Katilda not being an enchantment does kind of suck, but yeah, this is fine. I mean, with our lifelink, we're going to be able to get that back from the Godric. There's got to be a better play in your hand. Like, I'm not sure why they're swinging with Godric. With the Katilda, I'm not gonna swing. I'm not gonna block either. If you swing in, Come on, bring it on. I ain't doing it. We got 2 lifelinkers on the back end here. Doesn't matter that we got relatively flooded. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 11. 7, 11. The Slurpees are really good. Okay, they are. Whoa, okay. Star Christie is playing indeed. Blood Scythe Harvester. I thought for sure they were just going to rope us all the way. I was like, about to like. Don't like that though. I don't like editing my matches. I'm not a good editor. Very clunky, but hopefully the production value of my videos is like kind of good. I think it's like okay. It's nothing great, but. Alright, timeout used. Annihilating Glare. Wow, okay. Well, as long as the Katilda is not exiled, we can always just bring it back, because we got nothing to play anyway, so. I don't really blame them for swinging in. I mean, they're going to do as much damage as they can. They're going to try, but again, this Katilda is going to be able to come back. Down to 14. It almost tickled. We do get a Weaver of Harmony, which is very, very nice. And this is just gross, because the Katilda is now an enchantment, so now it costs 4 instead of 5, because it's not a creature anymore. So I think we are going to enchant. Who do we actually want to enchant with the Katilda's Rising Dawn, though? That's the question. I think we just gonna go ahead and just put it on the Spirited Companion. Yeah. Katilda's Rising Dawn, arise, my son. Let's go ahead and put that on Generous Visitor, just so that we can swing in on the Blood Scythe Harvester. Drop our Weaver of Harmony. And good lord, we're looking so good. Swing on in, and that is GG's. They cannot block everything. Right, good lord. Katilda, the Rising Dawn, they know it's a done deal, and that is GG's. Curtains, baby. Pain of Nod? That is an interesting name. Is that like a reference to something? If so, I have no idea. Feel free to tell me in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. We don't have a turn 1 play, which is kind of brutal. But yeah, it's fine. I think we're just gonna have to roll with it. Generous Visitor, a Spirit Companion. I mean, yeah, I don't think it's a mulligan hand, though. I just don't think that we can really be that picky. We have the Jukai Naturalist. I'm assuming we gotta get our most important thing down, so I'm actually just gonna go ahead and drop the Jukai Naturalist. Because we're playing against blue, yeah, I think I'd rather get this down, just in case they have a counter spell. I bet that if they just go for the throat or something like that, I think that's fine. We can oh, what the Realm Breaker, the Invasion Tree, that is interesting. Okay. Well, I'm gonna drop my Generous Visitor. I'm gonna drop double Generous Visitors. Because we're playing against Dimir, I don't think they really have any board wipe worth a snot. So I'm gonna go actually really tall on this Jukai Naturalist. I'm trying to think, yeah, I'm okay with this. I think we're just gonna go, yeah, if they have a spot removal of some sort, I don't care that much. So I want to get as much damage as I can, because if they got like the Realm Breaker, the Invasion Tree, they're gonna be looking to ramp up into something. Thirst for Discovery. Okay, we're looking pretty good here, though. This is a tremendously slow start. I want a little bit more information on what the heck they're playing, though. What is this? Mindbreaker. Okay, so this is what? This has got to be like, this has got to be like mill control, I guess. Okay. The Audacity is really good. Let's go ahead and just drop our Calix Guided by Fate. And yeah, I think we're just going to go and make the Companion nice and big. And they just give it up. That's just enchantments in a nutshell, though. Hi, Washi Man, how you doing here? We do have 2 Invasion of Gobakhans. I do get a little bit nervous with this card, just because if you get like all three of them that we're running in our hand, you can kind of get blown over by mono red, because this is not very good versus mono red, but I am testing it. I think it is kind of worth running. Let's see what we got here. Mountain Kamanu faces Kakazan, so we are facing mono red. Mono red, I mean, I know mono red is obviously like everywhere, but it is everywhere. I mean, I think I played like nothing but mono red today, so go ahead and tested this thing out. I think this is a pretty good deck, and really liking the Skrelv. I think the Skrelv is kind of a must. Sure, I mean, I'm kind of repeating myself from the intro, but I do not like the combat transients that much. I think it's a little bit, I think it's not that good. I don't think you really need it in this deck. The Invasion, we'll see. But I'm pretty confident that the combat transients is not really needed. When you have Audacity and you have Calix and stuff like that, I just don't think it's really that beneficial. Alright, down to 15 we go. It's not that big of a deal. If we were on the draw, or the play rather, if we were on the draw, I'd be really scared. But this is going to be alright. Let's just go ahead and drop the Calix. It does cost 1 less. Unfortunately, this is a battle, obviously not an enchantment, so we're still not going to be able to go double doink. But with the Skrelv, you know, potentially could matter. Yep, let's go ahead and swing on in. Keep the Skrelv up. So with the Skrelv, at least we can, you know, protect our creature by not paying life, and that is going to be very relevant. So not completely out of the picture just yet. Invasion of Agatha. Okay, most of the time I don't see a whole lot of this. I don't see a ton of this. Kind of sucks that we're gonna lose our Skrelv. Yeah. I guess they're tapped out. This is just mostly for fun, but we're still gonna do it. Just for red. Yeah, it's not really a big of a deal, but oh well. Alright, so it kind of sucks though. We just have hexproof from red. So, I mean, we obviously are still... I don't know if I really want to trade with the etching. Well, I think we're going to have to now. A 4-4 prowess. I think we are going to just trade here, 1 for 1. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's just trade. And I think that's a lot better, though. Because we do... Okay, now we got our Weaver of Harmony, and we got our Calix Guided by Fate. Now we're looking pretty good. And... See, we could go for the invasion now. I mean, I think we're gonna. Instead of going for Calix... We can't really do anything with the Calix anyway, so I'm gonna go for Invasion of Gobakhan. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Gobakhan? So another invasion. Shouldn't hurt us too bad. And a Kamanu. I guess we will take away... I mean, Ancestral Anger, they can kind of like storm a little bit off that. I think we're gonna take away the Ancestral Anger just because Swiftspear has that prowess and they storm a little bit off that. Weaver of Harmony, and now I'm gonna go ahead and swing in. Bang! Let's go ahead and get our invasion. I know it sucks that it's you know, obviously it's an enchantment, but... Light Shield Array. Alright, let's see if this is worth anything, really. 5/5, so now we got an increase of a lifelink. Pretty good, especially versus mono red, obviously. But what I really like about this thing is you can just sacrifice at any time. Everything gets hexproof and indestructible. That's good against board wipes, against creatures. I mean, and they just give it up. Invasion. Let the invasion begin. Koro, how we doing here? No green for our 2 generous visitors. That's not very generous of the hand shuffler here. I think we're gonna have, oh man. I think we're gonna have to mulligan away. It sucks, but I think that's the play. So we got the Katilda, Ossification, and an Audacity. I think Skrelv is always, man, the Audacity though. We really don't have anything to play early with the Audacity if we get rid of the Skrelv. So I guess we're gonna get rid of the Audacity. Oh god, all right. Not great. I don't feel good about it, but not really sure what else to do. Alright, let's go and drop our little Skrelvy. And we're playing against some sort of control. Jeskai, or is this 5 color? Usually whenever you see something like that, well, we don't have to guess too much longer, because we're going to go in for the invasion of Gobakhan. Don't touch my little Skrelv. Ooh, Bank Disappear. So this is going to be some variant of control. Guess we might as well attack. Give you a little poison counter for your troubles, even though it's not going to matter. So this is like, is this like true blue Jeskai? I mean, it's gotta be, right? At this point, you'd think you'd see another color, and if they are running Make Disappear, it's probably not like the Atraxa 5-color nonsense, that kind of stuff like that. But, I don't know, I guess we'll see. Not getting any help whatsoever, which is kind of gross, but I'm gonna go and drop the Katilda. If this gets countered, we can bring it back later, but we need a little bit more help than this. The 5 land's a little bit much for this deck. Fires of Victory, okay. So this is definitely like true blue Jeskai. Alright, hopefully we can draw into something that's not a land. Jace, the Perfected Mind. Are you thinking on -3? Or -2 rather? Okay, oh, another land is absolutely horrendous. We're easily quelled. Well, Jace, that's very rude of you to say. I am gonna get rid of you just for that comment. Pretty rude comment. What kind of efficient solution is there, Jace? The Phyrexian's already lost. I don't know. You gotta give up this little shtick. I don't get it. I don't get it. Sunset Revelry. We do fly, so it's not the end of the world. And a Collector's Vault? Is this like reanimation? All the land in the world. I mean, it's just so sad. I mean, it really is. Let's go into attack, but gosh dang, man. 7 out of 10. We need a little bit of help. We are like kind of like a combo E-type deck. Zergo and Ojutai. Wowee. Okay, unfortunately, that's probably just going to put us out. We can't really do too much, so... Definitely can't really chump block. I mean, I guess I could. No, we can't. We can't. It's dumb. That's stupid. That is absolutely stupid, so we're not going to do that. Oh, man. Wonder why they're running this Collector's Vault, though. Like, what is this? What is this nonsense? What is it? What are these sleeves? These are the trippiest sleeves I've ever seen. Are these like Adventure Time sleeves or something? Whenever I see something that I can't... This looks like Adventure Timey. Alright, Zergo. living on a prayer right now. I mean, we need some serious help. I don't even know what we need. Obviously, we have some sort of something. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good top deck. Spirited Companion. Let's see if we can get the Katilda nice and big. We do have the Invasion. Okay, so here's what's nice. If they do have like an Emperor or something, we are going to be able to find out before they play it. So they can't exile my lovely Katilda. So let's see what they got here. Obviously, Memory Deluge. Okay, it's better than a counter spell, I guess. Like a... Alright, so we do... Okay, it resolves. We are good to go. Let's see what they got. March of Otherworldly Light. I think it's going to have to be the March of Otherworldly Light. I mean, they can get rid of my Katilda this way. Well, actually, I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can if we use the Invasion. Because I'm going to attack into the Invasion. Fire is a victory, equal to the number of cards in your hand. We're going to take away something in your hand. Jace. Jace kind of hurt. I guess we'll give them Jace. I guess it's kind of hard. This is kind of harder than it should be, but... Yeah, let's get rid of the Jace. We'll let them have this. Alright, swing into Invasion. So now that we at least can have this going on, kind of block us out from the March of Otherworldly Light. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, and it does, again, it does answer the March of Otherworldly Light. I mean, I'm not really sure what else I can do. It's not, I wish it kind of untapped or something like that, but, so the Zergo's going to definitely get in, which does suck. But we can give everything hexproof and indestructible for a single turn, so all is not dead. Yeah, it's looking a little gross, but, you know, I've been in grosser spots. I don't know if I've won from those grosser spots, but I've been in them. Soaring City. Okay. We definitely are going to need to draw... Oh, we don't have exactly enough firepower. So we're definitely going to still need to draw something. With our Light Shield array. The question is, like, what are they trying to do here? Like, what are they trying to load up? They know we have this. So, I mean, they could go for Otawara 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it's 1, 2, 3. March of Otherworldly Light. They could potentially do that in a 1-2 bang. If Katilda dies, it's definitely not the end of the world. She just comes back for Disturb. If it gets exiled, that is very, very bad. Okay. I mean, we might as well do it. It's getting exiled anyway, so let's go ahead and just pop this. Hexproof and Indestructible, and I'm assuming they're going to use the Otawara on the Katilda, which is not really the end of the world. I mean, it just gets bounced. That's not the end of the world. Boseiju. Boseiju, who endures? Definitely would prefer it not to be that, but... Okay. Still can match up on the Zergo, so... Unless they drop the Jace, I mean, there's a lot of things... There's a lot of moving parts here. Yeah, just pass. Can't really do anything. Don't want to trade. Get the Katilda nice and small. Can't do that. Okay. I think they're going to go in for Jace and make the Katilda weaker is what I would guess. Oh, a Soul Partition. Okay, we can play it back, but that's really bad. Oh, man. This is just, this card advantage from the Zergo is just going to be really problematic. It's hard to like upkeep with that. As long as maybe like they're not playing anything though. We still have a chance, so might as well just play it out. A Generous Visitor. I'm gonna go ahead and play you. Let's just drop the Generous Visitor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's go in for our Katilda. So it's a relatively big gamble though. I mean, if they do have like a counter spell, I mean, we got to be aggressive. So we're not looking very great. So I mean, there's just no choice. We have to be very, very aggressive. Now it is a 5/5, so you know, Collector's Vault. Draw a card, then discard a card, create a treasure token. I am tempted just to go for Boseiju here. I think we have to. I don't see what else we can really make use of this thing on. It sucks, but if they're gonna be able to just kind of draw a card every single turn, like fix their hand, I mean, we're gonna have to be just as aggressive as possible. Giving them another land is not great because of the memory deluge, but there is a weird off chance they didn't have another basic. So yeah, at least they can't, like, you know, fix their hand anymore. We are all out of cards in our hand though, so. Let's see what we got. Definitely clenching my butt cheeks right now. It's not looking great. So they're swinging with a Zergo. They're swinging with Zergo. Obviously, I have to block. If they've got a Wandering Emperor, they can give it, like, first strike. And they just don't. Whoa. Well, that's a little strange. I mean, I guess they're just going to go ahead and kill it with the Fires of Victor or something. It's a little strange. Farewell. Well, I see why you did that then.
Emotions are distractions.
Alright.
Focus.
Cloyvert, how are we doing here? Alright, we got double Skrelv. Not the biggest fan of double Skrelv, but we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. I go back and forth between 2 and 3 Skrelvs. I think right now I am running only 1 Skrelv, but it's always, you know, I think it is the most important. If you're like, I'm not the biggest, like, Skrelv fan. I don't know. I am in this deck, though. That's kind of what I was alluding to. I didn't mean to kind of stammer there, but with this deck, we have so much, like, kind of, like, with mono red, you don't care if your creatures go down, and in this deck, you kind of do a lot, so I really like the Skrelv here. I am finally on the Skrelv train, and it feels good. So let's go ahead and just, yeah, definitely not attacking. We've got to protect our lovely Jukai Naturalist from spot removal. I see, oh, Herd Migration, so I thought for sure not for sure, but I thought maybe we would just be playing against, fellow Selesnya enchantments, but we got the Atraxa nonsense going on, so, okay. Let's see here. Weaver of Harmony's pretty gosh darn good. The only problem is Ossification's pretty dead. Yeah. Let's just drop the Calix, guided by fate. Right on the Jukai, because it's the only thing that can really swing in right now. So I am obviously very, very nervous about a board wipe, like a depopulate or something. But I think the way that this deck runs, like, we're just gonna have to go for it. I don't have, like, the means to just kind of sit back. So this is our best chance to win. Let's go ahead and swing in. I think the biggest problem with Selesnya enchantments is we don't have, like, a creature land. Not really a big creature land. Depopulate, we will at least be able to draw, but not the greatest. Okay, that's good. The worst thing that could happen would be a depopulate. So no depopulate, no problem. Boseiju. I wish Boseiju didn't have a land, a basic land type, because if it was just a basic land, we could kind of screw them up a little bit more, but I guess they're playing islands anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I can still cast this just for the bump, right? I think we should. Yeah. Yep, we're gonna do this just for a +1/+1. So it is what it is. Weaver of Harmony, I guess we don't want to do that. So that is a pretty expensive 1/+1/+1 counter, but kind of have to. So if they got an Emperor, we obviously have the Skrelv. But we do have another Skrelv here. So Colossal Sky Turtle. Okay. Just trying to think. I mean, obviously, if they have a Sunfall, I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think, like, in the worst case scenario, like, in advance. Smite. Okay. Yeah, can't do much about that. Okay. Bang, bang. Boseiju, I guess we can keep. Eiganjo is pretty useless. I'm just going to go ahead and play it anyway. So let's go for another our Skrelv, and I guess we'll just pass. We do have the Boseiju, but again, if they have a Sunfall, I think, tap lands are great, especially with this kind of deck. You know, obviously they always have, like, the tap lands, so that is really nice. Another Jukai. I think I can't swing in with the Skrelv, even if we wanted to be greedy. I was gonna say, because, like, we are getting to the point where we have to kind of make crunch time, but it would be tempting if we had lethal with the Skrelv, but we don't, and I think we're just gonna leave it at that. So I'm just trying to think if they have like a Sunfall. We shouldn't play this, because like if they have a Sunfall, they just have it, so. Alright, let's go in the turn. Hopefully they don't have like an Emperor. I wouldn't like to see an Emperor. Oh, Silver Scrutiny. Okay. Say, if they have a Sunfall, I'm going to be really sad. But the thing is like, yeah, we definitely, Selesnya Enchantments really needs a creature land of some sort. I was thinking about doing Mishra's Foundry, but I don't think you can. Like, I really don't think you can. Jace the Perfected Mind. Okay, this is actually not that bad. This is way better than a board wipe.
Phyrexia showed me the truth.
So I can play, okay.
Always lose.
Flesh will always lose.
On your ideas.
What about enchantments, Jace? And we take it! No board wipe. No problem.